stud.
Oh, yeah! Who's your daddy now?
Look at that thing.
Yes!
Oh!
One
That
more
was
time,
awesome,
we got
dude.
it.
That was
No,
awesome.
no, 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 no.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Roger.
All right, Walker, you ready, buddy?
Yeah, bud. Got gloves.
Beautiful day.
Take me to a shrimp boat, baby.
We'll go out in the Gulf and see if we can't bend a fishing pole.
I want revenge for the last time you took me Goliath fishing. Revenge!
You know, we decided to head out into the Gulf. It was blowing out of the south a little bit. Here we are, late September, early October. You got great fishing out there. It's a huge ocean, you know, out there, and it's real vast, a lot of sand. So if you can find some structure, it tends to just hold everything. So we went ahead and got off pretty early, you know, put a lot of fuel in the boat. We were planning on going kind of far. We got out there to a wreck that I like to fish. Mahara, Scotty.
Mahara.
You know about the Mahara?
Yeah, baby. Mullet minnows.
We started off snapper fishing. The tide was a little bit tough on us. You know, the snapper bite was kind of tough.
It was, you know, we went a long way to get there. We went over an hour and a half, you know, and we went to an oasis in the middle of nowhere. You know, I don't know, how deep were we in? 80 feet when you finally found that, where we won
right
fish?
about 100 foot there.
But it'd been 100 foot for 10, 15 miles, maybe longer. So, you know, you find your spots. I don't know how you find all your spots, but you got good ones, that's for sure. And there we are on an oasis, and lo and behold, the wind's against the tide. You know, the worst case scenario. So, you know, we started to struggle. You know, you wanted to catch these load of snappers. We don't have any fish at the house, me or you. And we get there, and the condition is absolutely horrible, and the first thing off the bat is scallywags. You know, here we got 2 hours invested in our day, plus getting the boat ready, three and a half hours, and we're catching small jacks. Yeah, the tide's not right now, but it's going to change out here just like everywhere else, you know it? Wind's going to let up or get stronger. Fish on. Gonna have to get back in the game now. Can't let you have all the fun.
It might be just a scallywag.
Think positive, baby.
What we got here? Ooh,
Something edible?
Something following it up. What's that fish down there following me around?
That's a mangrove, isn't it? Nope. Another little jack. All right, I'll show you how it's done.
Show me, baby.
Then we had to put our heads together, and he said, hey, you know what? Let's wait this out. And you know what? It couldn't have been a better choice. I mean, where else were we gonna go anyway? But just by relaxing, enjoying the fish bites until it started turning. And then it was game on after that.
Well, we've been out there before. We tried to catch some of the Goliath groupers. It seemed like they caught us.
I was definitely out there for revenge when you told me I could do that today.
Yeah, I mean, remember we broke rods and broke lines and straightened hooks. So we went out there, tackled up, and prepared for anything. But definitely wanted to try to catch some of these big Goliath.
Mangroves haven't quite come up a size I like them yet, so I'm gonna just see what else is down there. Until you start stroking them. We ain't got dinner taken care of just yet. I put that one little black grouper rod out and got burned twice in a row, and I just thought it was something, obviously, that I wanted. I thought it was black grouper. He said, don't even try again, switch to the big pole. And as quick as I switched to big pole, we hooked that fish that had been taking my pinfish on a mullet right now. And this time we were ready for the battle.
Yeah, no.
4-pound yellowtails. Oh boy.
Oh. I think he sucked it in. He's just sitting on it.
Just sitting on it.
Let me know if you want me to grab your back. Yeah, baby.
Rod's doing its part. Low gear.
This wreck's not real huge, so.
Okay.
But they are like some 300, 400.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's turning the boat back to the wreck.
Get him, get him, get him, get him, baby. Freaking stud.
Oh, yeah. Who's your daddy now?
Look at that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Mercury. By Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. And by Under Armour, Costa Sunglasses, and Key West.
Yes, Scotty. He's actually swimming the back of the boat that way.
Yes, he is. There's the wind and the tide fighting.
That bent butt's where it's at, isn't it?
This little mini bed putt's got it right where I want it.
Yeah.
It's just my thighs only. I've never caught anything with this pole. Don't know what to put on it. So far, it's taking everything we're giving it. I know we're at 30 pounds of drag. Ugh.
You got him, dude. Now you just sit back
This is
and
night and
relax.
day difference than last time, you know what?
Yeah.
This might only be a 60 pounder, but God, I could do this all day. The boat is absolutely going around the anchor line. Current into wind.
I think you're gonna be surprised with the size of him. Oh, you're back on the drag a little bit, huh? Which is good though, you know what I mean? You got him off the bottom.
I'm doing a lot with my fingers too.
I mean, so many people want to come down here and catch these things because they're just so big, so beautiful to look at.
Oh
You know?
yeah, come on, baby.
There's color.
Yeah.
You got him whooped, buddy.
And having the right stuff makes a huge difference. I know this is not a 300 pounder, but
he's
the
got-
next one might be.
He's got some power though.
It is only 75 feet deep. Could this be an amberjack?
No, absolutely not.
Really?
Yeah, look at him, dude. He's huge. He's a good one. Freaking stud, son.
Oh yeah! Who's your daddy now?
Look at that thing.
Oh yeah!
Looks like a sprinkler.
That's a little bit better than those ones we caught 3 years ago. Man, it's all about having the right tackle. God!
Right setup.
I'm unbuckling here. He's all yours. Loosen the drag. Holy moly!
Look at all that stuff he just spit out, dude.
All that crab and lobster. How do you tell how big we are?
I don't know, you just say big.
Good Lord! 5-gallon bucket for a mouth.
Look at the mouth on that thing.
Man, that's great. Circle hook's right in the corner of his mouth.
Yep.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to get anywhere near it though.
Yeah, we just cut it. They rust right out.
Do we have to gas him?
No. More than likely, we'd probably have to.
How big is it? Come on, that's.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't put him on the scale, but I'd say he's 300 pounds, wouldn't
Good
you?
Lord, he's so big. Let me get out of this gear. I'm gonna catch another. That was like a day in the park.
You know, we were successful in the fact that we caught a really big one. You know what I mean? He was probably close to the high 200s, if not 300 pounder.
Yeah, we stared at that thing for 15 minutes while we're venting it and trying to get it happy, trying to figure out how big it is. But you know, I asked you, you've seen them as a kid, but you've never weighed any. So they're so round and so. How do you gauge them
It's
without
tough,
taping
man.
them?
Yeah, it's tough. Like I said,
He was hard to hold on to.
you actually have to have some experience with those fish on the scale to be able to call them. You know, right there in the water.
Yeah.
So we got the Goliath grouper.
No, we got even with that guy. He turned the boat around. He pulled us right into the wind, and he's had some strength. But at the end of the day, this time we finally went with the right rod, right reel, and the right everything, the right presentation of the bait.
Yeah, the right tool for the right job. That's definitely a must.
And we got him, and that was really, when he popped up there, I was amazed at what I just caught.
Yeah. And you can put your head in that mouth right there.
Absolutely. And like that. There we go. Come on, baby. Okay, ready?
That's one big largemouth bass, buddy.
He's so round.
Scott, you know, there's a couple rules out there in the Gulf of Mexico that if anybody's gonna go out there, they need to follow. They implied them probably, I don't know, 5 years ago or so. And what they are is you gotta have a circle hook. You know, you gotta be fishing with circle hooks. If you're gonna be out there in the Gulf of Mexico, it's law that you fish with circle hooks.
Jigs too?
No, anything without a bait
Okay.
is okay to have a J hook. So anything artificial, you know, your jigs, as long as you don't tip it with bait, and your flies can be any kind of lure, anything can be J hook. But if you're gonna put a piece of bait, any kind of bait on a little hook, it's got, even a crab or whatever it is, it's gotta be on a circle hook. The other thing by law is required is you've got to have this venting tool. Okay, now the thing about this venting tool is there's a lot of controversy on where do you stick the fish. Is it actually harmful to the fish? So they're still kind of trying to figure out which way to go with this. But for now,
Well, unless you still got to do it.
yeah, for now, what we know and what we're going with until we're told otherwise is you want to come in behind this pec fin. You know, you don't want to get too high. You come in somewhere behind this pec fin or just even where that pec fin ends and just slide it in at a forward motion, just like I did there. And then you'll let, it has a hole in the back, it'll let all that air out of the swim bladder. And then once you hear that stuff stop seeping, you pull that out, you put a very small hole in the fish. I mean, you saw that fish we cleaned earlier. A shark had almost tore his tail off. His head was half hanging on. And that happened months ago. This guy was still alive. So you're not doing a whole lot of damage. You're deventing the fish.
It's the only way they're gonna get back to the bottom.
He swims back down to the bottom. Everything's fine. Everything's perfect. But like I said, if you're gonna head out there, you gotta have a circle hook and you gotta have a deventing tool. Scott?
All right, the venter's out.
You get that tail up and push that head down. Push real hard.
Ah. Woo! That looks like a manatee going in, baby. Come on, kick for it. Fight for your life. I'll try it again. All right, let me put my skirt back on.
All right, I'll bait you up.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by YETI Coolers, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. By Simrad and the new NSS Sport touchscreen display. And by Marine Formula Stable, Islamorada, Tailwalker Charters, and Plano.
That was when he popped up there. I was amazed at what I just caught.
Yeah. And then, you know, the other cool thing was I was like, okay, I'll catch one now. And just at that time,
I wanted you to experience that rod setup.
yeah, and just at that time, here comes a bunch of cobias. And then right behind them, a nice 8-foot, maybe 200-pound tiger shark.
I missed him the first time. My head was down. By the time I just saw a shadow what you were seeing. But when you said tiger, I'm sure that it was time to get ready for that. And I dove into the tackle box, pulled out our shark rod we had for the mako shark that we were going to catch sword fishing. So again, we were ready to go immediately, but we couldn't even really set up on him. The cobias were just too much of a lure for us to let them pass up.
I mean, it was one thing to the next out there.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, he jumped! He jumped out of the water. Oh, he's so done.
Uh-oh.
He's coming at us.
Oh, that's killer.
Oh my God.
That's a nice fish, homie.
All right.
He's coming. Scott, get another bait real quick. Or you can throw that if you're ready. It's coming right at you. Right here.
Okay.
Short. All right, get rid of that. Get a pin fish. It's right here. Scott, still hanging out.
Where'd he go?
Right here, straight back on Pine Perry's back.
Gotcha.
Money shot. That's a good fish, bro.
Oh,
let him eat
he ate it.
Let him eat it up. Sweet. Woo-hoo.
Doubled up, cobias.
That's what's nice about these wrecks is you never know what's gonna happen.
Cobia, baby. September. Guys just started actually catching them on the wrecks back home all week this week.
Well, that water temperature.
150 feet.
That water temperature just starting to cool
Oh,
down.
that one's gonna taste so good. You've been hooked up a while. You sure I got the big one. I think you might.
Well, I ain't been too
Catching
aggressive.
that jewfish lit this hole up.
Yeah, man. I ain't been too aggressive on him. I just hoping he brings some buddies up.
I got you. I got another rod ready to go.
Yeah. I got him right here on the top. Scott, look at him. Pretty. He's by himself, but.
All right, got some pinfish ready. He's keeper all day. All right. Basket full of mangies. Big old Goliath grouper.
Nice cobes.
Had to start catching some baits for the next Goliath.
Got to see a beautiful tiger
Game
shark. You know what I mean?
Came rolling right up on us like, what's going on out there?
That's cool as it gets. All right, Scott, I'm kind of ready. If you get comfortable with your stuff, make sure you're good and comfortable.
Oh, the Kobe's gonna make you look silly. I got a dip net.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hold him up there for a minute. Hold him up.
All right, he's good, he's safe.
Beautiful fish, brother.
That's a spot you want to gap him right there, baby.
That's a perfect spot. He ain't moving.
All right.
Cut me loose and I'll put him in there and you get your rod. Thanks, man.
All right, this handle's holding it up, you just gotta twist the handle. Oh, that's good stuff. Maybe the other ones will come back up with mine. He went back down deep while I was helping you out.
That's dinner right there, buddy. And that's how it is in the Gulf. It's just action-packed. If you've never been out there, you got to try it. It is really cool. I mean, if we weren't messing with the Goliath groupers or catching the snappers, then the Kobe's show up. And
oh, it was seamless.
And it's such a visual thing with those Kobe's. I even busted out the fly rod at one point, tried to get one.
We look like Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah. Don't bait to them, Scotty. Pinfish. Get them Kobe's. The big ones are here. The big Kobe's are here.
Two things at once. I'm
You
gonna
gotta
put a bait on for the tiger. I'm
Throw
gonna do
the
that.
hell with the tiger. Throw the Kobe as a bait. Get them fired up. Oh, look at that. Look, look.
Cast again on this live bait. Here we go. Ready? Here they come, here they come. Yes! Aha! One more time, he'll do it again. He's on it, he's on it.
Tease him this way, buddy. Tease him this way. That was sick, buddy. You gotta
Here
feed
they
him.
come. All right, there's one.
You gotta feed him another one. There's
Another
go.
one.
Feed him again, baby. You don't want that dead stuff.
All right, here's the live one. There you go. Yes!
Oh!
One more time,
awesome,
we got
dude.
this.
That was awesome.
No.
Dude, that was awesome, though. Hey, any way you want to cut it, it was awesome. I had one take it one time, but I pulled it out of his mouth.
I watched it go in his mouth. One time we got everything just right. He opened his mouth for the mullet. Mullet disappeared. Your fly was the only thing there. And it went into his mouth. And the rod tip bowed up just for a second, and then nothing.
Yeah. Well, my style of fishing is all about sight fishing. And it's very important to have a pair of sunglasses. So important to the fact that if we leave the dock, and let's say we forget our lunch or we forget our ball cap, we're not turning around. But if we forget our sunglasses, we have to go back and get them. You know, everything is sight out there on the water with us. It starts off early in the morning with catching bait. You got low light conditions. You know, you're not always having that perfect situation where you're seeing these giant schools of bait and birds diving and bait flipping on the top. Sometimes the water's deep, sometimes the water's cloudy, and those glasses play a key role in catching that bait. You know, we're just looking for a flicker, just a little flash of a bait, one bait fish. We'll throw the net, and sometimes, you know, we'll come up with enough bait to get out there on the water. Other times, it's so cloudy, I can't see much at all, and I'm just looking down at a little light patch. You know, whenever I'm coming across that flat drifting, I'm looking at the light patches to see a bait fish scoot across the top. With a good pair of sunglasses, you're gonna see that stuff. Without, you're not. And once we have that bait, it's getting offshore. And I need to be able to tell if the fish has seen the bait that we presented to him. So if a guy makes a cast at a sailfish, let's say, and if he doesn't light up and express some really vibrant colors, so he makes a cast to a sailfish, that sailfish turns jet black, I know the fish saw the bait. Now, if he doesn't eat the bait, then I know I need to lighten the leader or lighten the hook. Same with a dolphin. I mean, the guy makes a cast, I can tell with a good pair of glasses on whether that dolphin saw the bait or not. So being out on the water without your sunglasses, it's kind of like trying to play football without the football. You gotta have your glasses to have a successful day on the water.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. By Seagar, always the best fishing line. And by Marathon, King Sailfish Mounts, Spear One Charters, and Fraybill Fishing Gear.
You know, and then the great thing was, is, you know, we got to see that shark. That was cool. He brought all these cobias to us, even cooler. But he came back. I bet he ate that head, you know, got it off of there. We didn't even know, you know, we probably took our eye off the rod. And just swimming around waiting for something else, you know?
Well, we messed with the cobias for over an hour, and we kept throwing big chunks out.
I mean, that's no joke. We were leaving.
Well, we were leaving and the carcass was gone. That was unbelievable enough. Then having a little bit extra to put on there. One more fillet. Thanks to Buzz.
The thing about a tiger shark that makes them amazing is they're very slow and sluggish, and they eat anything. So they eat birds, they eat fish.
It's documented, they eat license plates.
I mean,
water
tires,
eaters, tires,
buoys. That's a special treat, Walker, to catch that, you know, because they're not a lot around. I've been guiding down here for 16 years, and I've seen probably 12, you know? You know, I like the smaller fish. Now, he was probably 8 foot, like we said, maybe 200 pounds. But when they get real big, they lose a lot of those stripes and stuff on them. That's where they got their name, the tiger.
Right.
The juveniles have them a lot more pronounced.
We still had everything tiger needs.
Oh, yeah, no. Like I said, if I'd have been tickling a lobster out of a rock and that thing came up behind me, yeah, I'd have had to do a wardrobe change. There you go, buddy. Awesome, man.
It's square.
Awesome deal.
There he goes.
Awesome deal.
Swim, baby. Going back down to the wreck.
Strong work, dude.
Dude, a tiger shark. We thought that was gonna happen when we woke up this morning.